Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie, where we will be looking at racing from Durbanville. Today, the 6th of September. Before we look at the racing and the races and the form, just a few things I want to quickly mention. If this is the first time that you're listening to Outside of Genie, Outside of Genie is a form analysis service where we analyze form and then we give you, the punter, outsider selection that you can put into your play. We are not tipsters per se. We give you the outsiders, and you then take that outsiders and put them into whatever play you prefer in terms of either a PA, pick six, jackpots, quartets, or whatever your play is. We normally give you three selections. The first selection is our outright selection. That is the selection that we think will win the race. Then I give you two outsider selections, which horses that we think can either win or place, and which you then can add into your bets so that you can get that bigger payout should one of those outsiders arrive. We currently have a sponsor for this video, and that's called Meerkat Online Auctions. I'll tell you a little bit more about them later. If you want to subscribe to our service every day, just click on the subscribe button and ring the bell. We also have we are on social media. We'll find it on Twitter, Instagram, and there is our contact details: 0835855133. We do have a special order now, a special offer now. Normally our packages are 500 Rand a month, but you sign up now. I'm going to extend that day with a few days. So if you sign up roundabout now, you can still get the package for September for 400 Rand. Then we have a special offer. Summer season is starting in Gauteng the next 3 months till the end of the term. November. So if you sign up now for 3 months, we'll give you a 50% discount, so that will only cost you 750 for the next 3 months. So what do you get when you sign up? You get a race by race selection, outright winner, and two possible outsider selections. Value bets to play each way, normally 6-1 or longer. Best bet of the day. We don't give odds on that. You can find yourself. You don't need a genie for that, but you need a genie to get your best bet, to get your better value. We give you suggested trifectas and quartets, which you can use as is or add some of those numbers into your selections. And the same goes for a PA and a pick six. We give you affordable PA and pick six, which you can play as is, or you can use some of that number, add them to your play, and then play accordingly. So that is then what we do. Let's have a look at the racing for today. We start up with race number one. It's 1,000 meters at Durbanville, and for fillies and mares. Um, I just want to say, I had a look at this card today, and it's also, like the Scottsville card, extremely difficult card. Yeah, it's difficult races both centers today. So let us have a look at the betting. The betting here is 18 to 10, stuck on you. Oh, what a night, 3-1. What a flight, 13 to 2. Rain in the market, 10 to 1. 10 to 1, Variety Breeze. 10 to 1, Lady Catherine. 12 to 1, and longer the rest. So let us have a look at the card. When I opened the card and I saw So Stuck You, I immediately thought, well, after all this placings, stuck on you, definitely the choice. It's drawn 5. But when I went further down the card, I found this first time called King's Bars by Imula, by a British mare. And guys, I don't want to say so. What I want to say is, unfortunately, King's Barnes died. But I can tell you what, I think the few children that he's got left is going to make a name for himself. So I really tip a first timer, but I'm tipping Rain in Newmarket currently 10 to 1, just on breeding. That's all. I'm tipping it on breeding. But Richard Fourie normally rides for the stable, but I do see that Stuck on You was ridden by Van Niekerk before, so I don't know, if Justin is showing loyalty and giving him the ride again. I'm not sure, but Richard Fourie did ride this before. And let's keep on getting prices running in Eric the Red. Very good horses, but he always finds somebody to beat him. Okay, then also another horse that you can look at in outsider is number 4, Lady Catherine. Lady Catherine did improve last time behind French Fleet. Now getting the -4 can definitely be involved in the finish. Then race, and then also number 11, What a Flight. What a Winter by Deadmaster May, nicely bred, getting the -4. Has been there and thereabouts. was up front behind Sonic Burst and then faded a little bit. But I think with the -4 can keep rolling and also trouble the judges. So that is race number one. I'm just going to get a short thing today. Already, we are running a little bit late because of the two meetings. So I'm not going to go into a lot of horses today. So let us look at race number two. Here we have race number two, the betting. Light of my life, 22 to 10, 5 to 2, the Black Minx. I did what I did, 7 to 2, 23.4, 23 to 4. Give me access, Lord Muhammad, 15 to 1, and 18 to 1 and longer. So here we have number 4 and number 8. They both ran in the same race. They ran closely behind each other, behind Spring Assembly. But then, Light of my life, at 12 to 10, fluffed his line. It's drawn 7. So my choice goes to number 8, which is the Black Manx. Beideveld is riding, drawn 4, a little bit better draw. Uh, they ran closely to each other, and I just think that I got a feeling that number 8, the Black Manx, is going to improve more in this race to uh, give number 4, Light of my life, a run for its money. Outside that, you can look at here, another as Justin Snape's table for this horse had a nice introduction behind Matthew the King. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Matthew the King ran another big race the other day. And I do think that after the rest, this horse is going to improve. And it's not beyond that this horse can actually win this race, because sometimes the Justin Snape horses, they improve quite a bit. Currently at 23 to 4. So definitely include in all your play. Now let's move on to race number 3. Here we have race number 3, a maiden plate over 1400 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Number 9, Red Lock, 39 to 20. And that's about, 18 to 10, I would think. 5 to 2, Royal Watch. 6 to 1, Power of Silver. 6 to 1, Church Haven. 10 to 1, Turret Up Harvey. 10 to 1, Green Serenity. 22 and longer, the race. Scratching number 5, Better Days. Let's have a look at this race number 3. Yeah, my choice is number 8, Power of Silver. What a breeding. Silvano by Jetmaster Me. You cannot ask for better. This horse, the 1400 meter, will definitely suit. He's drawn free. Last time it says here, mid-division made headway. He ran on 23.2, 400 to finish. That's not bad. Behind all that up for a first race around the bend. And I think number 8, Power of Silver, can be the improver. Yes, number 9, Red Lock, ran 6.5 lengths behind. Slow, stayed on. Can also improve. Also well bred. Twice over by Western Wintermere. Yes, number 10, Royal Watch, Royal for Ree and Snipe again. Did have a decent did have decent debut behind Purple Cloud. Can also go in. Let me just quickly want to go back here. Turner Harvey is also a horse that is always there and thereabouts. Put him in your quartets, can definitely place, can actually win the race. But after the last time, ran a really poor race. But I do feel can be a contender for the placings. He's a nicely bred Silvano, assertive power. Also, Justin Snape, put in the bucket of your quartets. It's a Silvano out of a Pen Tracer Libre mare, nicely bred. Church Haven, yeah, that's the horse I'm looking for. It's drawn 10. It's a Silvano by Daniel May. Wow, what a breeding. Also do include for your quartets. It's not necessary to put it in your first, in your pick 6, because it's a first timer. And then race number 7, Green Serenity, here in the -4. Also had a nice debut behind Neville New. It's a Give Me the Green Light by Western Winter. I'm sure that the difference, the longer distance will suit. And the thing is, Neville New came out last time, even after his maiden, and it doesn't happen often, and won again. So that form is quite strong at the moment. So with the -4, Green said, definitely a horse that you need to include in all of your play. Well, let's move on to the next race, which is the 4th race. And here we have a maiden plate, 1400 meters. Let's have a look at the betting. Number 7, Duplicity, 11 to 10. Cut Class, 4 to 1. Regina Isabella, 9 to 2. Ballroom Bliss, 5 to 1. 20 to 1. And better the rest. So let's have a look at this field. I want to scroll down the number 3, Cut Class. Cut Glass is getting the -4, and really this jockey Solomon, he's value for money for his -4. I'm not sure how many rides he still have. This horse ran a very improved race over the 1400-meter last time, coming from way behind 23.8 and to finish fourth, and will be running on at the end with the -4 will definitely makes a difference. Here we have Ballroom Bliss. But for the draw, I would have been very strong on this horse. I'm still strong on it, coming back from a small rest, and I do feel a Ballroom Bliss twice over by Jetmaster Me is going to improve and can definitely trouble the favorite. Here's the favorite, number 7, Duplicity. Although the maid run 4, I don't say this horse cannot win, but yeah, the the debut was okay. Lost 2 lengths. And this horse can't afford to lose against anything at the start. So number 7, Duplicity, do have a chance, but I won't be rushing to take the 11 to 10. That is for sure. Number 8, El Murray, no, number 9. Number 9, Robert Carty, race 2, drawn 2, Everglow can also improve from that debut. Definitely a horse to include into your quartets. So let's now go to race number 5, which is a Polish Mare divided handicap, Class B, average medal rating 86. Let's have a look at the betting at race 5. Race 5, here the betting is number 9, 33 to 10, 4 to 1, Winter and Low, Caribbean Sunset 4 to 1, 72, Helen's Idea is already back in from 6 to 1, his money from for this horse, 15 to 10 on captain's side, 7 to 1, Vanda Spirit, and longer the race, Quick Step Lady scratching. So let's have a look at race number 5. Race number 5, I'm going again, we're looking here at an average merit rating of Class B, average merit rating of 86. Now, last time when Helen's idea came through, after a stable change to win this race, I was busy with a cup of coffee. I nearly swallowed the cup of coffee because I can't remember the time that this horse has actually won over 1200 meters. And it won so well that I do think it can go into game because it's actually down in class today from a 92 to 86, and it's getting the -4. So definitely, I think Ireland's ideal he can win again. Number 2, Hello Winter, Hello can definitely trouble him, and it's not a donkey either. Did run 2.7 behind World Radar last time, and can definitely, but the way the run before beat Icon Princess coming from behind, fastest warner to finish in yielding going, so definitely in with a chance. Number 5, Venda Spirit is also running well. Last time out, his 1,000 meters was too short. Longer will definitely suit. Drawn to -1.5. When it won here on the 1st of August, it was my outright selection. I tipped this horse to win the race, and it duly did at 22 to 1. I see it was back in from 22 to 1 to 92. A lot of guys picked up a bit of money there. So definitely, Vanda Spirit has run against some stronger and in with a chance. Number 7, Lilacs and this sensation is not in the betting. It's currently at 20 to 1. Do not leave this horse out of anything. Put it in your quartets, put it in your whatever. This horse is extremely well bred. They paid 2 million rand for it. You don't pay 2 million rand for a horse that doesn't look anything. That Spring Lilac has thrown a lot of children that has performed. I'm not sure what went wrong behind Force. A crowd has got this horse at a long race. Justin Snaver, ultimate professional, and I'm telling you, a 20 to 1 Lilac sensation can be value. Maybe he can't win the race, it can win the race, maybe not, but if we run a place at 20 to 1, you'll be in the money. 7, Lilac sensation, not to be left out of anything. Let's move to race 6. Here we have a Felicia Mare 77 divided handicap, Class C, average merit rating 75. Let's look at have a look at the beating. II 28 to 10, Moncherry 33 to 10, La Quinta 11 to 2, Rebel Spirit 11 to 2, Ferrari's Red 13 to 2, Eye Catching 7 to 1, Dark Song 14, and Hidden Strings 45 to 1. Let's have a look here at race number 6. Race number 6, my selection is number 2, Justin Snape Stable, Race Free. The average merit rating here is a 75. This horse has competed 88 behind Mississippi Burning, 84, 77. So, and I think today is the day that I will see the winner's box. Other horses that you can have a look at is number 4, La Quinta. This horse just won his maiden in last time out. Didn't run too bad, but I expected to run an improved run today. La Quinta definitely there when the photos are taken. Number 6, Sky Catching, also just won a maiden, but didn't run too bad before. Ran here behind Jasmine. Jasmine was placed in the future. Now back from Natal, and I do believe that Eye Catching will also run a forward race. Very well bred, winning eyes. Won quite a few races in that time. I think 7 or 8 races. Well bred. Flower Alley will definitely be involved in the finish. And let's move on to race number 7. Wait a minute. Rated 78 handicap. Class C, average merit rating 75 over 12.50. Here we have number 7, Naval Secret, 9 to 10, 6 to 1, Pink Floyd, 7 to 1, Doppio Oro, Vardy Rum, 7 to 2, 10 to 1, Red 8, Icon King, 14 to 1, and 14 to 1, Faithful, 25 to 1, Counting Stars, scratch number 5, Regimental. When you look at this race, I want to go down to number 7. Number 7, when I saw that this horse was running, I knew I was going to take him. This horse is also extremely well bred. This horse, Secret of Victoria has thrown one champion after the other. This horse debut and behind Garolas has won 2 future races. Then he beats Lion's Head. Lion's Head has come out and won again. So yeah, I think Naval Secret is the horse to follow. But no horse is unbeatable. And I'm looking at number 9, Wadi Ram. Last time out, ignore that run. He ran against much stronger. Now running against wicked opposition, getting -4, carrying 48, and draw 1. This is a dangerous runner. Do not leave out of any of your calculations here. It ran behind Celtic Warrior. Celtic Warrior has won 2 races in Durban and finds himself on his way to Singapore. Here we ran 0.15 behind Al Wahed. So Wadi Ram do include in all your selections. The other ones, the L horses with chances. Number 4, Faithful. Now has also run the odd good race here and there, so do include in your quartet. Also running down in class from behind the Islands ID, now in a much lesser class, can also definitely improve to be involved here. Ran 4 legs behind Capera. Capera won a small future the other day in Natal. So let's move on to the last race, race 8, Class B, 91, average meter rating, a meter rating 96 handicap. Guys, here we are betting number 4, Photocopy 33 to 10, Snow Report 7 to 2, Constable 4 to 1, Savia 4 to 1, Pinkerton 7 to 1, 13 to 1, Nasty Harry, Tower Grid 16 to 1, Machiavelli 25 to 1, Scratchings 9 and 10. Guys, yeah, and hold on to your hats, hold on to your chairs. My selection here is the 25 to 1 shot Machiavelli. This horse has been lumped with a mood of a high merit rating. The merit rating is starting to come down. He's carrying 61.5. Now, if you have a look at this horse, he ran 8 lengths behind the Helen's Ideal last time out. Now, the favorite, which is Photocopy, ran 5.5. This horse ran less than 3 lengths behind that. And there's a turnover from 4 kilograms, because then it had the -4 on. Now it doesn't have the -4. So if you work it out, number 1 has got a turnaround of 4 kilograms on Photocopy, and Photocopy is the favorite in this race. Number 1 has beaten Photocopies before in other races. Again, if you have a look here, this horse ran 4.5 lengths behind Machiavelli. Now there's 1 kilogram. That stage, Machiavelli was 61 and Photocopy was a 58. Now, and he beat him by 4.5 lengths. Now they run again, and it's only a kilogram in difference. So now why will number one be 25-1? I couldn't believe my eyes when this horse was 25-1. So my choice in race number 8, number 1 Machiavelli as well, and then number 2 Constable, also running a nice races, very well bred, definitely in with a chance. And then the other one that I would like in this race is number 8 Pinkerton. Has won 2 races, died one after a maiden, and last time out behind came David. Um, didn't run too bad, 5.9, but I think the shorter might shoot a bit. So coming off a big rest and drawn 6, definitely to include in all your betting. So that is then my summary for today's races. I hope I could point you in the right direction to make a few rand. And as I always say, break a leg.